Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Thanks for being here. I am up early this morning, ready to get this day started. It is day 8 of George being away on safari, and I really miss him, and I don't sleep very well at night when he's not here. I don't know why. It's just hard for me to fall asleep and sleep soundly through the night, so that's okay. I'll tell you more about how his safari is going in a little bit. I'm going to get this morning started and then we'll talk. The kids are still sleeping. I'm gonna start the day with some yoga, get my body moving, blood flowing a little bit, and then probably make breakfast and get the kids ready for the day. So like I mentioned before, George is away on safari right now. We had 2 ladies travel in from the US. You all done, Lucas?
Yeah.
Was it good? You full?
Yeah.
So yeah, we had 2 ladies fly in from US to do an awesome itinerary. And on these longer trips, George likes to be there personally just to make sure they're being taken care of, especially because it's their first time visiting Kenya. And yeah, we just like to make sure that they're comfortable and taken care of throughout the whole trip. So he personally goes on these long haul trips. And the trip is going really well so far. They are going into Hell's Gate National Park today. They did Masai Mara already, which was amazing as always. And yeah, they'll make their way here to Meru as their last stop before heading back to Nairobi to fly home. So we will get to see them. One of the ladies is from my hometown, so it'll be fun to see her. And even though I'm not there personally, because obviously it wouldn't make sense for all of us to tag along on the safari, especially with the kids and everything. So obviously I stay home with the kids and hold down the fort while George is out there on safari. But I run our social media while he's gone, so he'll like take pictures and videos and then send them to me at the end of each day so that I can post and just show people what a Lemuri Travels safari looks like. And so yeah, it works. We work well as a team that way. So I kind of run the social media, the back end of things. And yeah, I decided it would be fun to show you guys just like a little compilation of what the safari has looked like so far. So here you go. I am going to finish getting ready for the day. I decided I will do my hair today. I rarely do anything to it other than wash it and throw it on top of my head, but today I decided I would flat iron it, straighten it a bit, and then I'll finish getting the kids ready and have them do a Swahili lesson. We've been doing that pretty consistently. And then I will sit down with you guys and talk about a few of the important things to know about starting your own travel safari company.
Normal way to say it. Unaongea Kiingereza? Unaongea Kiingereza? In Swahili, we sometimes use a one-word phrase that combines the subject and its verb.
Okay, so the kids are keeping themselves busy right now, so that means it's a great time to chat a little bit about starting a safari/travel company. I think we all know that tourism is huge in Kenya. It is, I believe, the second biggest source of foreign exchange next to agriculture. And it's big. I don't even know how many people travel to Kenya every year, but it's a lot. And there are a lot of different ways to tap into the tourism industry. But one of the best ways is to start your own tour company. Now, obviously, starting a tour company is a great, awesome idea if you live here in Kenya. Of course, it can be done and it's a great idea. I wanted to call a little bit of special attention to those of you living in diaspora, living abroad outside of Kenya, because there are some really good advantages to tapping into the tourism industry, especially if you live abroad or have a home somewhere abroad. Because if you're living abroad, like for example, in the US, where I'm from and where we moved from, you're surrounded by people who many of them would love to travel. And believe it or not, an African safari experience is at the top of a lot of people's travel bucket lists. So if you're able to combine those two worlds, having your own tour company and being surrounded by a lot of people who would love to travel with your tour company, it's just a really great opportunity and a great way to branch the two worlds, the two places, the place you're from and the place you live currently. And especially if you are someone that's wanting to move back home here to Kenya anytime soon in the near future, if that's in your plans, having a travel company is actually a really good way to branch and bridge that transition. Because I know one of the biggest factors about coming back home is, what are you going to do for income? And if you're able to start a travel company and be able to already have a source of income going for you in Kenya, it makes the transition a lot easier. And then once you're over here, it opens up even more opportunity to tap into local tourism. So it's just a good way to already have something going over here for when you move back here, if that makes sense. And one thing that I think many people don't realize is that you don't actually need official training and certification in tourism to start a tourism travel company. As long as you have somebody with all of the required certifications on your staff that you hire, then you can operate a lawful, legit travel company. So you don't need to go through all this schooling and training on tourism and the industry, but you can hire someone who has all of that. And of course, if you're going to do it, you may as well just do it right from the beginning. Set yourself up with all the requirements and proper certifications. You want to be doing it right from the beginning so that you can set yourself up for success and just have it be solid from the beginning. So the first step to get started is going to be coming up with a name for your company. Put some thought into it and come up with a good name. And then from there, the second step will be to register your company and make it official. So get your company name registered. And then you're going to use your company's certificate of incorporation to apply for a license. Now, you are going to need a safari tour vehicle to apply for a license. And there's a million different ways to go about that. I'm not going to dive into vehicles. That's not really like my area of expertise, but what I will say is don't feel like you have to start off with the most expensive and awesome and brand new Land Cruiser. Start smaller. Start with a van. The van we have, we love it so much and it gets the job done and it works great for us. So start small and get yourself a vehicle. And then you will be ready to apply for your tourism license, and you're going to do that through the TRA, Tourism Regulatory Authority. And they have offices, I believe, in both Nairobi and Nyeri. I'm not sure if there's anywhere else, but I know for sure Nairobi and Nyeri. Get in contact with them and they'll give you the steps to apply and get that license. And then comes the fun part where you can put together travel packages and itineraries and start putting your name out there. And remember, if you are in diaspora, you are surrounded by people who want to travel to Kenya. So it's just about putting your name out there, maybe come up with some business cards, definitely start a social media page for your company. Just start putting your name out there, and you'd be surprised how many people who are in your circle of influence will reach out to you and start asking questions. And eventually you will have people who want to put in their deposits and start planning the trip. And once you have your first trip under your belt, it just kind of explodes from there because word of mouth is so big with this industry. So if your first guests have a great experience, they're going to tell people about it. They're also going to post about their trip on their own social media, and then it just kind of spreads from there. So yeah, hopefully this has been helpful to some of you in some way, maybe just getting the wheels turning in your mind. And hopefully just me walking you through the few steps helps it seem less overwhelming, because having a travel company really is so much fun and it's very doable. And like I said before, I can't stress it enough that it is such a great business to start and be a part of if you are a Kenyan living abroad and you eventually want to come back, because it's one of the few businesses I can think of where you can start it, get it up and running, and be profiting before you even move here. And then once you're here, you already have a name going for yourself. You already have trips under your belt. And then you have the best of both worlds where you have, guests who are going to want to travel from abroad. And then you also can tap into the local tourism here once you're over here. So it's just so fun. We really love it. And yeah, let this be the encouragement and the sign that you need to just dive in and get going, because that's kind of the scariest part, and the hardest part is just making the decision that you're going to go for it and that you're going to do it.
So just do it.
And that's it for today. I'm hungry and I'm sure the kids will be hungry soon too. So I'm going to start making some lunch. And I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching and we'll see you soon.